Hey guys, Edgar here, back with another video. Sorry I haven't really been uploading in a while. I've been busy with other certain things, personal things. And this is a video basically explaining Soul Fight. Um, I guess I'll begin with the lore. By the way, I will try to upload more, at least once a week if I'm able to. If I can upload more than that, then hey, that's awesome. But I will try to upload more. but yeah, let's get into this. So basically, the lore, I guess you could say, for Soul Fight is it takes place in the Soul Realm or Soul World, how whatever you want to call it, or some people will call it Astral Plane or whatever. But basically, it takes place there, and you have a fighter that represents you, and you call on inhabitants in the Soul Realm to assist you in battle. So Soul Fight. Uh, Basically, the objective of the game is to lower your opponent's fighter, lower their health to 0. Now I'm not really sure what the health should be at. I'm trying to think between from 10 to 20 or to 40 health. I'm really not sure. Um, whatever makes it the game like fun while still being kind of quick. I'm not really sure. So this video, I'll be talking about the fighter, and this, as you can see on the screen, this is Great Samurai Unosama. He's a fighter card. There's the name here, right here. There's your power and defense, the type of card it is, and that's the attribute of the card. So he's a samurai. There's the illustration, the illustrator, and this is the text box. Most cards, I try to add how you say, flavor text to my cards now. At least I try to, just to give them a bit more character, so you can understand a little bit of the word. I try to give you an understanding of the type of word, or like what this character is, through flavor text. But not all of them will have flavor text, depending on if their ability takes up all the space. And I try not to make the words too small, because I have that problem with Yu-Gi-Oh! When there's too much in the box and you can't read it. Well, I have that problem. I don't know. But yeah, this is the fighter. And so, like in Soul Fight, to win the game, you can either have your opponent deck out, or reduce your opponent's fighter health to 0. Dealing damage is kind of different in this game than, I guess you would say, in other fighters. I mean, fighters. In other card games, the way you deal damage is sort of similar to the trample ability in Magic the Gathering, if you're familiar with that. So in Soul Fight, you can only deal damage by attacking with the fighter, or by activating abilities that deal damage to the fighter. And your fighter is the only person who can take damage. You only have one fighter in a deck, and it's basically like, your starter Vanguard in Cardfight Vanguard, where he's out there in the beginning, so he's always out there. You don't have to summon it or anything like that. So it's always out there. When you attack with the fighter, it, like I said before, it kind of works like trample. So this is the power. The first number here that you see is the power, and that second number is the defense. Let's say I were playing a game, and for example, Todd attacks my fighter with his fighter, and his fighter is also a 4/2. You would take the power from his 4 and subtract, the 2 that I have, and that would be the damage I would take. So 4 minus 2 would be 2, and I would take 2 damage. So it kind of reduces it, and that's kind of how the damage system works up here. Now, if you were to deal damage through an ability, then let's say I activate this spell and deals 2 damage to your fighter. Now, this does not apply. I just straight up take the 2 damage. So you really don't have to worry about the power defense thing if you're dealing damage through abilities. So if you were to build a deck around that, that would be pretty... It would make for a very quick match, depending on what your opponent has. If he has anything to defend against it. Now, like I said, this is the power and toughness, the name, the fighter, the card type, the fighter, and the attribute. Now let's get on here. Like I said before, this is the text box, but each fighter, well, not every fighter, but a good majority of all fighters will have this thing called evolve. Basically, what evolve does is whenever your fighter reaches a certain amount of health, you can flip the card over, kind of like if you're familiar with Force of Will, there's a backside of the card. Basically, if you reach a certain amount of health, you flip the card over, and it basically boosts the character, which means it gains more health. Not more health. It gains more power and more defense, and it also gains a new ability. Now, the ability might stay the same, or they might not have an ability, depending on, well, just depending. I'm not sure. But that's what evolve does. And because I'm not sure if I explained it well, when you reach a certain health, meaning if, let's say, this Uno-sama has evolve 7. If I were to attack and you take the damage, and the damage goes through, then, and you're at maybe 10 health, then it would, and let's say you take 5 damage maybe, and you're reduced to, let's see, you take 3 because of I attack with 5, you take 3 because of the defense, subtracting from it, and you're at 7 health. Automatically right there, you flip the card over, it's evolved. If it's below 7, you still evolve. So 7 or below is when you can evolve. But that's only for Uno-sama. Some other cards might be at evolve 3, evolve 12, whatever. So yeah. Oh god. Oh, Medibank Paint is backing up. Anyways, that's I hope that I explained it right. Hope this wasn't too awkward. I'm still getting used to speaking because it's kind of it feels a little awkward. There's like nobody around me and I'm just talking to myself. Well, I'm talking to you guys, but if you were here, you'd see why. But thanks for watching. If you watched the video, let me move this. This is annoying me. Sorry for that. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, this is a little awkward for me. Thanks for watching. Peace. Bye. Adios.